morning, Airhead. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Stefan.
Today is Thursday, the 13th, 2022.
Today's lunch choices are orange chicken, teriyaki chicken, and black bean burrito.
The cheer of the week is
Happy New Year to you.
Good morning, Airhead. I'm Jamira. And today we're going to be talking about the civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who never backed down in his stand against racism. This is why we celebrate MLK Day. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. At the time, in that part of the country, segregation, or the separation of races, in places like schools, buses, and restaurants was the law. He experienced racial prejudice from the time he was very young, which inspired him to dedicate his life to achieving equality and justice for Americans of all colors. Marching forward, King and his wife Coretta Scott King led demonstrators on the fourth day of a historic 5-day march in 1965, starting in Selma, Alabama, where local African Americans had been campaigning for the right to vote. King led thousands of nonviolent demonstrators 54 miles to the state capital of Montgomery. Brave sacrifices. King was arrested several times during his lifetime. In 1960, he joined black college students in a sit-in at a segregated lunch counter. Speaking out. King inspires a large crowd with one of his many speeches. Raised in a family of preachers, he's considered one of the greatest speakers in U.S. history. Inspiring others. King waves to supporters from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. During the March on Washington, there he delivered the I Have a Dream speech, which boosted public support for civil rights. Making history. President Lyndon B. Johnson shakes King's hand at the signing of the landmark 1964 Civil Rights Act, which outlawed racial segregation in publicly owned faculties. Family life. King, his wife, Coretta Scott King, sit with 3 of their 4 children in their Atlanta, Georgia home in 1963. His wife shared the same commitment to ending the racist system they had both grown up under. A win for peace. King receives the Nobel Prize for Peace from Gunnar Jan, president of the Nobel Prize Committee, on December 10, 1964. Remembering a hero. A crowd of mourners follows the casket of King through the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, after his assassination on April 4, 1968. King was shot by James Earl Ray on the balcony of the Lacraine Motel. Americans honor the civil rights activist on the 3rd day of January each year, Martin Luther King Day.